Why aren't the lights on?
Why aren't the lights on?
I don't know, Kevin. Good
It's
question.
Solid question.
Because it's Monday?
Was it live like that?
Yeah, that was all.
Great. What's up, guys? I'm Tim Gettys. This is Nick Scarpino.
Hello.
This is the Kind of Funny Morning Show for Monday, February 13th, 2017, a.k.a. Valentine's Day Eve.
Oh, yeah. You guys doing something fun tomorrow?
Nah, I did some shit yesterday.
Yesterday
was my 2-year anniversary with Gia
Congratulations.
Harris.
There you go.
And we celebrated the only way we know how, watching 50 Shades Darker. Because we all know we met watching 50 Shades of Grey.
You did.
2 years prior.
Was it just you two, or did you go with the whole group?
It was just us two.
Okay.
The group is at this point is divided. It's kind of like after Civil War in the MCU.
Yeah.
Everyone's just in different places doing different things.
I understand that.
So what that actually means is all the people I went with are planning their weddings and like in full.
They're grown ass people now.
Crazy ass. Like one of them is like, we're getting married in Hawaii, so we got to go to Hawaii and like look at things.
Oh,
I'm like, that sounds like an excuse to go to Hawaii.
Yeah, pretty much. Are you going to that wedding?
Yes, I am.
Good for you.
I'm
Have fun in Hawaii.
officiating that wedding.
No shit.
Yes.
Have fun with that.
Should be fun. Should be fun. Oh, I need to get on that, by the way. Mental note to Tim Gettys.
Send yourself an email.
Things. What? I already did.
Hey, also, next time, guys, when I say lights on and then they don't go on and I'm doing a whole bunch of things, just give me a heads up. Just be like, hey, lights didn't go on.
We weren't looking. We were waiting for you to cue us.
We were in such a zone, Kevin. You are our producer. We do what you saith. We doeth what you saith, Kevin. And when you went like this, we just start talking, dog. Maybe it's your thing. Maybe we're like, today we're going to do the show in the dark. We don't fucking know. How are we supposed to know? You are a fearless leader. Yeah. My friend.
For those of you that don't know, the Kind of Funny Morning Show happens each and every weekday morning at 11 a.m. Pacific time, right here on twitch.tv/kindoffunnygames. Or you can get it later as a video on demand at youtube.com/kindoffunny. Or if you want to listen to the podcast, you can get that later at all of your favorite podcast services. Just search for Kind of Funny Morning Show. Please subscribe to all those things because it's nice when people give us nice things.
Yeah,
when
we
there's
enjoy
nice
that.
numbers.
We like that.
Please make the numbers nice.
Make daddy happy.
So, as is typical for us, it's a Monday, which means that you and I are hosting this.
Yeah, we've taken over the show. We like to start the week off right? Because it's all downhill from here. We can just... Greg was in a lousy mood last week. He ruined everything.
Greg, he ruined everything.
And then karmically, because he put that energy out into the world, got hit.
Pizza got him.
Yeah, the pizza got him last night.
Now, I would never wish
Is that
ill
public?
will
Do
towards
people know about that? Well, they do.
Oh, yeah,
now.
no, it's public.
Yeah.
Yeah. Greg got fucked by some pizza.
Some Pachis, yeah.
Which is real sad.
It happens.
It does.
I ate at one of my favorite restaurants 2-3 weeks ago with one of my buddies when he came into town, and boy, I haven't shit that much out of both ends ever.
Really?
I mean, it's a surprising thing you learn about yourself when you get really bad food poisoning, because you're like, I didn't think I could feel this bad.
Yeah.
This must be what old people feel like when they die of pneumonia. Do you know what I mean? Where they're like, I'm helpless right now.
I'm helpless right now. It's taken over.
It's going.
No, I mean, as somebody that had to deal with this the last couple weeks.
You and I had the same thing at the same time.
Food poisoning at the exact same time, which was real bad.
Oh, man.
So I'm real sad for Greg, but it seems like he's getting better.
He'll be fine.
So.
He'll be bounced back.
Yeah,
he had a little sleep this weekend. I'm sure he played lots of video games. I'm sure he's going to be fine.
Yes, I'm sure it'll be good. But anyways, what this means is today's show...
Actually, if you guys want, go ahead and tweet to Greg, because he really loves these. Give him your thoughts and prayers, and also send him a fun clip for the fun clip section. He loves that.
Yeah, thoughts and prayers and fun clips.
Fun clips, please, right now. Take a second. Tell him we all miss him. Tell him hope he feels better. That's it. That's all.
Yeah, I like that. There's actually a lot of, before we get to the news today, a bunch of random little things I wanted to talk about. One of them being Cisco.
How's Cisco doing these days?
The Dragon.
The Dragon.
So I had a great tweet last night.
Okay.
I think so, at least. Where I was like, I know it's the year of the rooster, but in our hearts, it'll always be the year of the dragon.
Yeah, definitely.
With a gif of Cisco. And I appreciated that. But the reason that I did that was because Cisco texted me, and essentially it boiled down to, hey, the fuck's up with Nick? He doesn't follow me. I think he's hella funny. And I was like, I'm pretty sure Nick follows you.
I definitely follow. I'm looking right now. I definitely follow Cisco.
So I was like, damn, Nick, is it like that?
No, it's definitely not like that.
Are you not following our boy?
Give me the what? It is not Cisco. I definitely follow you. I'm looking right now. If I don't, I will follow you. I will absolutely follow you back. But yes, we follow each other. Right now. I'm seeing it right here. Yeah, we definitely follow each other. In fact, we've definitely DM'd. So right now, when you get this, if you get this, no pressure, DM me. Let's chat, man. Let's catch up. It's been too long.
Yeah.
It's been too long.
So
I want to
here's
hear
the
how
thing.
things are going in your life. Also, you need to get your ass up here and hang out with us.
Yeah, we gotta get you on the shows. everybody, tweet at Cisco, send him some nice messages. You know, just like, let's brighten up his day. I'm not saying he has a bad day.
No.
We can always turn that brightness
better.
up to 11.
Yeah, we're at 10 right now.
You know what I mean?
Go up to 11.
Yeah.
Go up to 11.
It'll be good.
I love that. You know what? We're going to institute that as a policy every Monday for the show. We're going to pick one person and give them some love out there.
So like the PS We Love You thing that they do. Did you know they do that?
I did not. I don't listen to any of our
shows. Of
shows.
course you don't. So there's this thing that the best friends out there created called PS We Love You, XOXO.
Oh, that's fun.
Where they choose like a game dev or somebody that needs some love and then they just shower them with love. But I like that. We should just co-opt it and just do it our own way.
Well, I mean, let's be honest here. What we're good at is co-opting shit and making it better.
Yeah. That's really all we got.
So let's just let's take that.
We should think about what we want to call ours though. You know, because we're the Internet Explorers. PS I Love You.
Yeah. If we brainstorm, my first thought is some sweet nasty love from Tim and Nick.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm.
That's good. It's a long hashtag, but
you'd have to make it into an acronym. Sweet nasty love. SNL.
No, you lost it.
No, can't do that.
It's better squeeze nasty love.
I think hashtag SNL probably has someone probably took that one already.
Yeah.
Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
So let's call it Nasty Love from Tim and Nick.
Maestro990 says, is this the Thong Song Cisco or some random dude? No, it's the Thong Song Cisco.
Are you out of your fucking mind?
Make sure you tweet out official Cisco.
We're not even allowed to be friends with other Ciscos. That's how much we love Cisco.
Dude, someone a couple days ago was telling me a story about some other dude named Cisco and was like, just nonchalantly just being like, oh yeah, this Cisco guy, blah, 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 blah. And I was just like...
Did you mean the dragon?
Are you not talking about the dragon?
Yeah.
And he was just like, no. And I'm like, why are you talking to me right now?
Dude,
who the fuck do you think you are?
First off, when I became friends with Cisco, there was a part of me that wanted to start one of those online things, like what do they call them? Fucking like we have a bunch of people sign up, like a petition.
Oh yeah,
an online petition
one of those things
to get Cisco Ramon, the character in the Flash. I wanted to get his name changed because every time I said Cisco, it made me think of the dragon, and I wanted to reach out. I didn't do it, of course, because I don't have that kind of power, and B, I love that show so much I don't want to change it.
Yeah.
But it's such a cool, unique name that it bothers me that other people are allowed to have it. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
So here's the
Cisco, I hope you're doing well today.
A lot of people in the chat are saying just hashtag sweet nasty love. The from Tim and Nick is kind of implied.
That's a good point.
You know?
We can workshop this.
We can workshop it.
We don't need to commit to this, but I like the idea of putting out that positive energy on Monday because I feel like everyone needs it on a Monday.
Yeah.
On a Monday morning.
Just a little Monday morning pick me up.
So you're two people today. Give some love to Cisco and definitely send some fun clips to @GameOver.
Thoughts and prayers and fun clips.
Thoughts and prayers
to Game Over Greggy.
And fun clips with a Z.
Yeah.
Because he hates that even more.
Yeah.
I mean, he loves that even more.
And also, just for today, just use the hashtag sweet nasty love.
Yeah, go ahead.
The whole thing.
The whole thing.
Oh man!
Off to a good start, ladies and gentlemen. Might get some Dos Charos later. We're thinking
Dos
about
Charos.
it. We're thinking about it. We're getting it going.
We're definitely getting those charos.
We are getting Dos Charos
As
later.
soon as this bitch is done.
Okay, let's see what we got here.
Serious Jazz just said Drew Hill. Yeah.
Yeah, the Drew Hill Cisco.
Yeah, Drew Hill Cisco.
Yeah.
They still tour together.
Give
It's
Drew
awesome.
Hill some love too.
Yeah, fuck that.
Fuck it, right? Here's the thing. Why should we pick one person? Let's pick like 10 people. You know?
It makes me happy.
Let's
to
just
give
pick
love.
however many we feel. It's a Monday.
Absolutely.
Today, for now, I think we're capping it. But who knows?
Who knows?
Somebody might need some love at some point.
We might read a
fucking
story
send him
about
some love.
someone directing a Batman movie for the first time or whatever, and we'll give him some love.
We'll send him some love too. Maybe, if we get there.
We'll see. I don't know.
Let's see. So the first thing of the day, these aren't so much news stories as much as just our weekend.
Okay.
In a nutshell.
Right.
I wanted to talk about the Grammys really quickly.
Okay.
Did you watch them?
I did not watch the Grammys.
Did you watch anything about them?
I've seen some headlines. I know Adele dropped an F-bomb somewhere in there.
Did she again?
I think.
Oh, Adele,
I think there
you're
was,
so cheeky.
I think from what I read, I only read the headline, but I guess there was a they were
What
doing.
the fuck is this, Kevin?
You didn't hear about this?
What is that? That is amazing.
Was this not at the Grammys?
What is that?
I don't know what's happening.
CeeLo.
CeeLo
That's
Green.
CeeLo?
Yeah.
Can you please put that on the wall behind us?
That is amazing.
Yeah, hold on.
I want it in between us.
Yeah, I want
in between me and
CeeLo's
Nick.
crazy, man.
Give me a second.
Look at that guy. Holy shit, what is he doing with this? That's awesome. You know you've made it in life where you can go to the Grammys like that, and everyone's like, all right, cool. I feel that. It's a lot of face paint, man.
I think he's wearing a mask, Nick. I wish this were a little
right.
easier.
I'm telling you, use a different computer and type it in, and you can just cut to full screen, so we can talk over it. Or do the HDMI split thing we were talking about. You just cut to it.
There we go.
Because you don't have to put it on.
Let's just leave him there. Perfect. Is that possible, Kev?
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
Look at him.
Bring me CeeLo.
CeeLo, what a career that guy.
Yeah,
going
right?
from Goody.
He's getting chopped off a little bit.
Doesn't matter. It's still perfect.
Going from Goody Mob, which is kind of like underground Southern hip hop music, and being like renowned for that, but like on a very small scale, it's all of a sudden partnering up with Danger Mouse for.
What was the hit he had? That was the big
Crazy. Hit. Gnarls Barkley.
Right.
Was
and then I'm crazy.
Yeah, which was such a jam, man.
Dude, that was deep in my years of the comic club. Mm-hmm. And man, every Saturday night, girls would they loved that song. I remember I was actually dating dating was a loose term. These two Finnish. Like there was these two
Finnish.
Hold on.
Not two, both of them. One of their friends. I met these two Finnish girls, and then we took them out to the club, and I started dating one of them because of that. The Club, and they love that song because apparently it is the one song that they'd play at the comic club that you didn't need to speak good English to understand or enjoy.
Mm-hmm. You just said.
I remember when I lost my mind.
I love that song.
It's good.
There's a Carrie Hilson cover of it that's fantastic. Anyway, so he did Gnarls Barkley. That like kind of popped him the fuck off. Mm-hmm. Then he was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna go by CeeLo, and we're just gonna be real. And then he put out that song "Fuck You."
Wait, yes.
And then boom.
Yes. Sorry, I was like.
Now he's looking like a fucking.
Now he looks like a
boss in a Super Nintendo game.
Yeah, he does. That is amazing.
Good for him, though. I'm happy that he's making a political statement. I'm not sure what it is. I'm sure that if we read about it, it'd be very clear, and I'm being very culturally ignorant and like just an asshole in general. But good for you, CeeLo.
I think that here's the deal. Let me, if I may, I think that it's not beyond the shadow of okay to still. I was gonna say shadow of doubt, but that doesn't make any goddamn sense.
Beyond the shadow of okay.
I think it's still okay, even when big celebrities that have millions of dollars go out to make a political statement. I still think it's okay to poke fun at them. Mm-hmm. And here's why. Because they're all ridiculous human beings.
Yeah.
Okay? You know how I know that? Because we're not even 1/1000th of the celebrity of CeeLo, and we're ridiculous human beings.
And I appreciate
and people
that.
make fun of us all the time.
All the damn time.
And they should.
As they should.
Because you should never take yourself too seriously. Political statement, be damned.
Yeah, especially us. Anyway, CeeLo, keep doing you. I wonder if there'll ever be a new Gnarls Barkley album. Like I would appreciate that. I would say I'd put them in the same.
A little controversy though.
I'm sure they
shit
did.
that happened.
I'm sure they got beef. I'm sure.
No, there was something like serious with him where it was like he was like, I want to say a sexual harassment charge or something like that.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't even want to know about that. That sucks. CeeLo phone explodes.
What? God bless him.
Man, the internet. The internet's just a fun little rabbit hole. He breaks silence on cell phone explosion video.
That shit happens, man. Sometimes those batteries heat up and they explode in your hand.
It was a hoax.
Oh no.
Holy shit, CeeLo. Pulling the wool over our eyes.
Good for you. I'm not gonna look.
Who knows the truth?
I'm not gonna speak about CeeLo. CeeLo's
anyway, Gnarls Barkley reminds me of a time when Gorillaz were still actively making music, and I just want to give a shout out. This is something that I
talking about the Gorillaz.
Yes, the Gorillaz with a Z, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that song I fell in love with when I first saw the music video, and I was just like, "This is fucking fantastic." Del the Funky Homo Sapien rapping on it. Everything about that was great. Their self-titled album, I remember listening to and being like, "I'm super into this." Then they released the Demon Days album, and I'm like, "Man, these are a bunch of jams." And then they released Plastic Beach, which was cool, whatever. Then they did the End or the Fall. I don't remember what it's called. I didn't like that at all. And then they've been gone for a while. Mm-hmm. They just released a new single. It's like a political attack on Trump, and it's like, to be honest, I don't really like the song, so I'm kind of like, you fucked that up. But I'm putting it out there. I think Gorillaz are the greatest musical artist of our time.
Really?
Of this generation.
Damn.
Of the 2000s.
All right.
Because they're so versatile. They can do a little bit of hip hop, a little bit of rock, a little bit of alternative, a little bit of pop. Like all their shit sounds so good, and that whole album still sounds cohesive.
Interesting. All right. I mean, I have to go back and check out more of the Gorillaz, man. I only remember them from that one song, and then I remember them doing like a concert where it was all animated.
Yeah, they're so tight.
Which is dope. And then I remember, but it was Interesting.
So anyways, I mean, that's the thing is like, give me, a lot of people are talking shit in the comments. Give me like, who do you think's better? I'm talking about artists that came out after the year 2000. So like, people talking about Wu-Tang, no. Kanye. Yeah, Kanye I guess is around that time, but like, nah. Anyway. Suck it, Blues. What else we got? Oh, the Grammys.
The Grammys. So how were they? Were they good? Were they bad?
I didn't watch them. I was at a bar last night, and when Beyonce's performance came on, they stopped everything at the bar and played it on all the TVs. And I was like, that's hilarious. Like, she just has that much power. Because she's Beyonce.
Dude, it's Queen Bee, man.
Yeah, Queen Bee. Did you see any of her performance at all?
I did not.
Like pictures or anything?
I mean, I don't know how I completely and totally missed all of it. I think it was because I got a haircut last night, and that was just in my own little world.
Yeah.
When I came back, the thing is, if my wife's not into it, I don't watch it because I don't need to.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess the big kerfuffle was like it was Adele versus Beyonce.
Oh, it always
and unfortunately, Adele won.
Oh well, is that unfortunate?
I don't know.
Like, I don't know.
I mean, it's like. Never mind.
Yeah.
I'm definitely not going to say that.
Adele's. Here's the thing. I'm a big fan of both of them. I'm not that big of a fan of Beyonce's music. I think she is better in everything but the music part. Speaking of, her performance last night was fucking awesome. She's pregnant as hell with 2 twins.
Did you see her pregnancy photos?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Her performance was essentially those in motion.
Fantastic.
Yeah, she was getting it.
Good for her.
Getting it.
Good for her.
So that was great. But my favorite performance last night was Tribe Called Quest.
Really?
Coming out and fucking killing it like only Tribe can. Brought out Busta Rhymes. It was like a 6-minute set. And it was so good.
What do you think Busta Rhymes does every day? Like, what's his daily
Whatever
schedule?
he wants, you know?
Gets up,
he
gets
busts
Starbucks.
some rhymes.
Do you think he busts rhymes every day
That motherfucker busts the rhymes.
just to keep the tool sharpened? You know what I mean? Just to keep the muscles flexed. He's just like
he just
gets up
like
in the
a
morning.
dungeon
He's
dragon.
like, "What's what else?" Yeah. You know why I love him so much was for was it Fired Up? Is that what it was called? Where it was like where he dressed as a Shogun from Last Dragon, and it was the dope ass beat. Or maybe I'm mixing 2 songs. There was one that was the Knight Rider theme, like it was the and he's like Fired Up. Is that Busta Rhymes? But at one point he dressed as Shonuff from The Last Dragon, and it was the coolest fucking thing I've ever seen in my life.
I don't know. I'm not.
You don't remember that?
I'm not intimately familiar with Busta's catalog.
Shonuff.
I knew him more from the Tribe days, and then from the Past the Crevassier Part 2 days.
Do you see this though? Look at this right there. That's him as Shonuff.
Yeah.
He was the shit.
There you go.
He's a bad motherfucker.
Busta Rhymes. What else
Great
we got?
name too. With a name like that, you can't.
Oh, we saw movies.
We did see
brought
movies.
this up earlier.
So how was 50 Shades of Grey?
Dude, 50 Shades Darker was somehow worse than I thought it could have been.
That's what I heard.
It was like this movie. I'm gonna be surprised if it even like does that well.
I'm sure it'll do well.
No, I don't know. I'm not sure.
I mean,
the theater
it came up against. Unfortunately, I think it came up against Lego Batman. So I think.
I mean, there's that. I'm sure.
I guess
Lego
they're 2 demographics a movie though.
Yeah, but still, like Lego Batman. I mean, I was trying to convince Gia
and John Wick
to watch Lego Batman instead as a last minute like ditch effort thing of just let's just do this.
Yeah.
Now, to be fair, Gia did not want to watch 50 Shades either. It was more of like a tradition anniversary thing. Like nobody show hate to Gia. She did not want to watch this movie. She read 20 pages of the first book and was like, this is fucking trash.
Yeah.
But it's a circumstantial thing. But man, that movie was bad. It was so bad from pretty much every level. It was so much worse than the first one, which, I mean, you saw the first one.
Oh, I saw the first one, yeah.
Yeah, it was, from the opening shots of the movie, it was just problematic. It was like insulting to sexuality.
Yeah, see, I mean, that's my thing is like you and I talked about getting a big group together and seeing it. And I was like, sure, I'll do it because it's funny and this is what we do with our lives. But at the same time, there's a small part of me that just doesn't want to support that. That I'm just like, I can't imagine that these films need to keep being made. Like, they shouldn't make this much money. It doesn't make sense.
I mean, it's also weird. So there was a 2-year gap between the first and second one, which I'm like, I feel like they fucked up. These movies can't be that hard to make.
I don't know. I don't know any of the politics behind it. Supposedly, the reason why the first one was such a nightmare was because the original, the author of the book is like producer and has all the power. And I guess the director hated working with her. But I don't know.
I don't know about this one.
I'm assuming she still is.
This one ended in the credits. There was a trailer for the next one that comes out next year. So they are.
So they went Hobbit. They went Tolkien with it, or Lord of the Rings with it. And they're like, we're gonna film the next 5.
Yeah, but man, there's like a bad guy in this movie And it's just like, from the very first time you see him, you're like, that's the bad guy.
Yeah.
And then at some
Clearly
point,
the
it's
bad
like, oh, the bad guy's literally wearing a mask. Like, if in case it wasn't clear. Like, they're at a masquerade party, and like he's wearing a full-on mask, and you're like, all right, you're a bad guy. You know, and then he ends up being a bad guy.
Yeah,
and it's like, and there's just so much like things that happen where you're like, wow, it's so, like, what's the movie supposed to be about? You know, like, you feel like it's supposed to be about like empowering people,
right?
Anyone really, and it just kind of comes off as a guy's a fucking power trip asshole, and then there's this just girl that just kind of goes along with it, and it's like not even in a fun, sexy way. It's just in like this is really kind of demeaning and making me feel weird way. Having said that, the sex scenes are fan-fucking-tastic.
Are they? Because the ones in the first movie did not really do it for me.
They stepped it up. They really stepped it up.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. Here's the thing. Did you ever see The Fall with Jamie Dornan?
No.
Jamie Dornan is a good-looking guy.
Oh, the dude. Yeah.
Yeah. Dakota Johnson is also very good-looking. Like, they're good-looking people. They should. Those two half-naked rubbing their bodies against each other and whipping each other should be the hottest thing ever. So if it's not, someone's not doing their job right.
Well, so that was the problem. In the first movie, it was like there was very limited sex scenes because it was kind of the origin story, so they had to get all that bullshit out of the way. So it was so much build up to the sex that when it happened, it was kind of like, that's it. Whereas this one, at least throughout the movie, like, they realized, okay, we can't let people get too bored. Let's just keep throwing, you know, in between every Kim Basinger scene, we need to make sure we get some sex.
Right. Now, do they like whip each other in this one, or is it just nasty
So
sex?
there was no whipping. So here's the thing.
Why don't you see some nipple clamps or something?
A lot of
little labia clamp.
They showed nipple clamps, but they just put it on a finger, so it's like lame.
That's no fun. He's got a nipple.
And then like all of the real kinky shit was only kind of referenced to, in a way, talking about his past where he was like beaten as a child, and I'm like, you just took the fun out of this, guys.
Yeah, we
don't
want to know that fetishes are based on past traumas.
Yeah,
we
like
don't need that,
what
guys.
the fuck, man. But then there was one thing that I feel like you really
masturbate.
appreciate, and yeah, I'm spoiling the movie. Who the hell cares? You're not going to watch this, and you shouldn't.
Don't
watch
watch
it. They, you know, pretty much the whole plot of the movie. The first one ends where she's just like, I can't do this. I'm not signing your contract. I will not, you know, be your
sex slave
your,
or whatever it is.
Sub. And he was just like, oh. And then this movie starts, and right from the beginning, she's like, all right, I guess I'll give you another shot, but I'm not going to do any of this stuff. And then she just proceeds to do all of the stuff. And it's like, okay, well, that's a fucking flawed, you know, character development entirely. But there's a point where she's like, I want to go to your, like, sex room, whatever the fuck it is. They go to the room, and then he shows her the nipple clamp on her little finger. There's a part where he takes, like, what look like anal beads, and she's like, I'm not putting that in my butt. Which I thought was a funny line. And then he goes, you don't need to. You can put them somewhere else. And she's like, all right. And then she does. She puts them in her
vagina?
In her yes.
In her Virginia? Okay.
In her Virginia.
In her vagina.
And she puts him in there, and then like puts these earrings on. He's like, here. Like she's like, I don't. It feels kind of weird. I don't get it. And he's just like, put these earrings on. So then she puts the earrings on, and all of a sudden she's like, and like they go to this party, and she just keeps like looking like she's like orgasming randomly, and I'm like, you guys didn't even explain what's happening. Like, is this some Wi-Fi enabled thing? Is he pleasing her like with his phone? Or is it just like some weird magnetic shit with the earrings? They did such a bad job explaining it that I'm like, you just invented some kinky shit that doesn't even fucking exist, probably.
You can't put earrings on someone and make them have an orgasm. That's not how it works.
I don't know. That shit. That shit bothered me. And then the other kinky thing they did was they put like handcuffs around her ankles, but it had this like
spreader bar.
Spreader bar?
Yeah. I'm not fucking around. I watch a lot of nasty porn.
Nick,
when you watch porn on this planet for as long as I have, you've seen it all. And you've been into it all. You've been in it and through it.
That's so funny. Yeah. So they take the...
Actually, the reason I know that is because I used to have a friend that worked for like, I think it was like bondage.com or Stockroom. I think it was stockroom.com. And he did their web design, but he just knew all the stuff about it, and he was like, we joke about it.
Well, that's what happened. Yeah. There was the spreader bar, and he kind of like puts it on, and then he spreads her legs open, and it was like, this is one of the only like super hot kinky scenes in the movie. Nasty. The rest of the shit is just straight up like normal sex, which might say something about just my life and my generation, where I'm so desensitized to like kinky sex and shit, where it's like, there was some like spanking scenes and stuff that were pretty intense, but I'm like, this is pretty normal.
Like that was me at 16.
Yeah, it's just like, you know.
I feel like
there was the spanking scenes were good. This is gonna be one of those movies that I can't wait for you to watch.
Got it.
On, you know, the internet at some point.
Yeah.
There's some fun stuff.
I'll Google it tonight. Yeah, I feel like this movie has a very specific demographic it was going for, and it was the same demographic as the books, which is to say, my mother. I think it really wants to go for that repressed generation that is our parents.
Yeah.
That didn't really that didn't have access to all the stuff and didn't really get to do that kind of stuff. You know, that was never socially acceptable. So when they see it, it's like uber taboo and gets everyone just across the board super hard and wet.
That was my thing. Is like I'm a little upset about the movie going experience because I'm a big fan of going to theaters and watching like shitty movies just for like the kind of like cultural zeitgeist and just like that. This movie, I mean, the theater was absolutely not full. It was very sporadically patches of groups of people, and there was no wooing. There was no there was none of that. Which I feel like this is the movie that should have that, or else you've failed your target demographic.
Right.
When he takes his shirt off, I want the girls to be going,
like an innocent hall.
And it didn't fucking happen.
No, of course not.
Never.
No.
And it was, oh man, it was
not sexy. You can't, look, it's hard to, it's hard to make a good movie in general. B, it's hard to make a good movie like that with that sexual nature and have it not come off as cheese dicky. And like, I feel like maybe this one just was like, first off, it doesn't, like the first one had no plot. It's like zero.
Yeah.
It sounds like this one doesn't really have that much of a plot either.
I mean, I feel like this one had too much plot.
Is it too much?
Yeah, it's too much plot that didn't really feel, there was not a single moment in this movie that felt natural. And that's the other part. Like, the chemistry between these two characters. Wow. It's like,
just not there.
I just don't understand how this type of movie could be like, we're going to cast these two people. And like, I wouldn't know how much she wanted him right now unless she said, I want you right now. 3 times.
Yeah, well,
so
anyway. That was the first movie. I assumed it's similar to Twilight, right? Where you watch the first one, you're like, I know exactly what the next 4 movies are going to be.
Yeah, exactly. So that was my movie-going experience. What was yours this weekend?
Well, I had the complete opposite movie-going experience. So I had a lovely Friday night where me, Aransky, Sean Finnegan, the Seans as I'm calling them, Sean Finnegan and Sean Pitts.
The Seanism?
The Seanism? Is that what
you said?
No, the Sean and Sean.
Oh, the Sean and Sean.
Like Duran Duran.
Got it.
The Seans. And Alex and his girlfriend came out, and we went and saw John Wick Chapter 2.
Yeah.
Now, I was a fairly big fan of the first one for what it was, which is that if you haven't seen John Wick, it's definitely worth a watch. I love Keanu Reeves. It's him back in full form. It is a nonstop, absolutely, I mean, it's not even a roller coaster. Roller coaster means that there are ups and downs. This is just fucking 11 the entire time action film.
See, that's my type of movie.
Literally, every single person he kills is in the most fascinatingly cool and gruesome manner, or it's a headshot, But the story, the thing that got me into John Wick originally was which is the original concept, which is that it's just a revenge story about a guy who has to kill everyone because they killed his dog. And it's like, I love that, right? Very beautifully done. The first one, what the first one lacked, I think this one made up for, which is that, you know, this has a little bit more story in it. It builds the world out a little bit more, which I thought was really, really cool and I find fascinating. In that, you know, in the original John Wick, there's a bunch of, like, basically there's all these factions of assassins and different types of, like, criminal organizations that he, like, this underbelly world that no one knows about, that he taps into because he's, like, the baddest killer on the fucking planet. Not the least of which is there's, like, you know, a string of hotels called the Continental where it's, like, safe ground. So no one can do business there. It's, like, safe haven for criminals and assassins. And so when you walk through those doors, you can't, like, even if someone's in there that you want to kill, you can't kill them or else severe retribution happens, right? And so that's, the director and the writers did this really great job of building out the world in the first one, and then they just expand upon that in this one. And I think that I really like it because I really think they put a lot of attention toward what it is, right? It's not an Academy Award-winning film.
So don't spoil this, by the way.
I'm not going to spoil anything. I'm just saying pure mechanics. It's not an Academy Award-winning film. It's not trying to tell the world's best story. What it's trying to do is be a perfect, like, the pinnacle of an action film. And what I mean by that is all of the stunts, all of the action work, all of the car work is some of the best you're ever going to see. And they don't rely on some tropes that have been relied on before, like in the Bourne franchise, for instance, where it's shaky cam and zooming in. It is just static shot of Keanu Reeves doing the fucking move with Common.
That dude, Keanu.
He's just beating Common, and Keanu Reeves have this, like, amazing fight scene. Oh, Common, dude.
And SLJ's in it, right? No. That's a different movie.
No, Amber, the other big star in this is Amber Rose? Ruby Rose, that's her name.
Ooh.
She's in it.
That's, you know, Ruby Rose is the type of person, when you look at him, you just go, ooh.
Yeah. So she's got something going on there. You know, the only criticism I can render against this is even a small criticism, which is to say, like, at one point, Common tries to speak Italian, but even that's like quaint. You're like, that's cute. And trust me, Common, if you're out there watching this, I know how hard it is. I got straight C's in Italian the entire time. The only reason my Professor Chompy over at UC Irvine, the only reason why he passed me is because I'm charming, and he kind of liked me. My last name's Scarpino, so we had that going for us.
So I Am the Cannonball says that Ryan Otley said it was like Fast and Furious, but with guns instead of cars.
That's a very good way to put it. It's very cool. And here's the thing about Keanu Reeves is this, and everyone knows this. Like, Keanu Reeves is not the world's greatest actor, but it's very similar to the Fast and Furious franchise, where you're like, you just forgive what few shortcomings the man has because he fucking puts the work in. Like, have you seen those videos of him training?
Oh, yeah.
Doing like a year of jiu-jitsu, a year of martial arts, like all this martial arts training, all this gun training, and all this stuff he did. It's fucking cool. And it pays off. Yeah. Because when you see these, you're like, this is an hour and a half of straight action, and I'm not bored yet.
Good. Fuck yeah, man. I'm stoked. I need to watch. I still haven't seen the first one, which I know is a mistake.
You know, you can actually go into this one not having seen the first one, but I think you should see it.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's worth seeing. It's a fun movie. Yeah. That one to me dipped a little bit in the middle, but this one,
really,
this one's full steam.
I've heard this referenced to as like the Godfather 2 of John Wick movies.
It's definitely the Godfather 2 of John Wick movies.
So that's good.
Definitely. It's the Empire Strikes Back of the John Wick franchise, largely because it is the second installment as well.
So, moving right along.
I put a quick. Can you pull that one up real quick? That tweet.
Kev, can you pull up the tweet that Nick Dog put in there?
This came over.
Yep,
wow.
coming through.
Wow. Wait.
It's just CeeLo leaving the Grammys. Is he flipping everyone off, or is he just pointing?
No, I think he's just pointing. Off.
That was weird.
I guess he left early. He didn't win anything. He left early.
All right, getting into a little bit of housekeeping things. Tomorrow, there will be a Valentine's Day sale at the Kind of Funny store. From 12 a.m. to 12 p.m. Central Standard Time, so it's like Texas time.
God, why?
I don't know.
It's too confusing. No one lives there.
Yeah, it's 2 hours. So let's see. Then for us, it would be from...
It's 2 hours ahead.
From 10 p.m. tonight to 10 p.m. the next day.
Sounds right.
Tomorrow night. There will be 20% off everything in the store, your entire order.
Slashing prices.
If you use the code KFLOVE. We'll be tweeting about this, so you'll be able to see. Also hit up Joey Noel, so she'll spread the word like a venereal disease.
Yeah, like
Is
VD.
that appropriate to say?
Sure, why not? I mean, not that we're not saying that
KF
Joey has a venereal disease.
No, not Joey. Joey's spreading our venereal disease.
I'm saying she's taking the chlamydia and the herpes that we have here, putting them together in a little VD cocktail, and spreading the love out into the world.
She's spreading the sweet nasty Tim and Nick love.
That little sweet nasty love hashtag.
I'm so sorry, Joey.
Sweet nasty love.
So sorry.
Yeah, she's not watching this.
All right. Some cool things went live today. Over on youtube.com/kindoffunnygames. The definitive interview of Hideo Kojima with Greg Miller. Kev, are you asleep at the wheel right now?
No.
There we go. That's Greg. He was at RTX Sydney. He went out on stage and he talked a bit, and then bam, Kojima was there.
That's awesome.
It was glorious. It was fantastic. Greg talks to him for hella long. How long is that? Like 2 hours?
Hour and 43 minutes.
Hour 43 minutes. Keep in mind there's a translator, so it like really kind of slows everything down a bit.
More like an hour and a half.
But super interesting interview. They talk a lot about Death Stranding and where it's at in the timeline. They talk about Kojima's kind of production style.
You were there for this, no?
I was. Yeah. I was in the front row.
Very cool.
I was in a little VIP section.
Fantastic.
Which felt really good. Although I realized that day that Greg is the VIP and I'm just an IP. I don't got that V in front of it.
You and I.
Because Greg got to do all the really cool stuff.
It goes like this.
And I'm just
VIP,
an important person.
IP, I'm just a P. Kevin, second-class citizen.
Yeah. So anyways, check it out. Show it some love.
I love you.
So many people clamor for the old school Greg Miller up at noon style interviews and stuff.
It's there.
And this was one of the best ones he's ever done.
It's great.
Greg really did a good job.
Did he touch Kojima's knee?
No, it was too far.
He
did hug him at some point.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Greg had this weird thing he did that we always made fun of, where he would just reach over and touch people's knees.
Yeah.
It was really creepy.
Yeah. Specifically,
All right, everyone, I know a lot of people live in the fucking central time zone. It was a joke. Jesus Christ. It's Texas, for Christ's sake. A lot of people live there. I understand that. I was making a joke. Relax. People are like, 85 million people live in the central. I know that. America's big. That's why we have time zones.
I don't know. Time zones
Jesus
suck.
Christ,
that's
people.
A whole...
It's Monday. Send some love out into the world.
Thing. So, Greg Miller at RTX is a very special little boy, right? he had a great time, and he did this Kojima interview, and he was
Right.
wearing a little suit and tie, and like he was, people were really impressed by his kind of just presence, and then he did this the same day. Like this is the same person.
Yeah.
The same guy.
There's something that happened to Greg, and when we do the documentary about him, we'll get to the bottom of it.
Scroll a bit later, Kev.
There's something that he was dropped or got a concussion or something when he was a child. There's just a little switch in his head that's held together by some bubble gum, and every once in a while it just
it just drips a little bit
off,
yeah,
and then you get this.
So go a little bit later.
Did he just spit beer into that guy's mouth?
Yeah. Now leave it here. We can just watch from here. So honestly, this was one of the coolest things I've ever seen in real life. Like, the energy in that room was awesome. Then he decided to throw cans at me. But that was fucking awesome. But look at these shots that we're about to get right here.
Oh, that's awesome.
Look at this shit, man.
That's gorgeous. How many beers did he have?
So many. And then he just fucking spits on everybody.
See, that's it right there, Greg. You wonder why you had to
cut his
screw
head
this.
open.
Did he?
Yeah.
Well, it's a tin can full of beer. Full of beer.
Anyway. So, my thing earlier, you were talking about, the celebrities and rock stars out there.
Yeah.
Like, need to be able to, poke fun at themselves or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm on the other end of that, where I'm like, especially at this point, we need to do anything we can to make people think that we're rock stars.
Yeah.
And so doing things like this that happened. Greg walked out in a freaking surrounded by people with holding up lights, and we look so cool. And every time we do a Kind of Funny live, every time we do any bullshit like this, it just makes us look like people should care about us. And if we just keep doing this long enough, we'll be at the Grammys.
There you go. It's true.
We'll be pregnant on stage.
God, I want to be pregnant with Beyonce's baby. Actually, to be honest, I would take Adele's baby as well. Either way, those are 50-50 in my brain.
I just want Tribe Called Quest, baby.
You can
have
get
Busta Rhymes, baby.
Okay, I'll take it.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
We fired up.
Which one of us gets Luda's baby?
Luda. I don't know.
I'll take it.
I'm hoping for the girl from Game of Thrones that was also in Fast 7. I'm shipping her and Luda. I hope that they have fast babies.
Yeah, I hope so too. Man, she's good looking.
Yeah.
Man, she's good looking.
It'll be good. So anyway, Kind of Funny is gonna continue to fake it till we make it, as long as you keep watching and supporting us.
Now again, the Swill Merchant says here in the chat, estimated 148 million. Central Time is 85 million. Pacific Standard Time is 48 million. In case anyone was interested. No, nobody is interested. It was a dumb joke. I was teasing around everybody.
You know what?
We all agree Central Time sucks.
Here's the thing.
We
Kevin.
Yeah.
But
That's mean. That's insensitive.
I'm sorry if it's mean. It's fucking
Here's
true.
the thing. There's obviously real America who feel the need to kind of quantify all that, whatever. They can, whatever. We're over here. We're Pacific time.
Right.
We're
New
the
America.
right time.
Mm-hmm.
I'll
A
give
lot
a
of
shout
people
out.
call it party time too.
Party time. PT is party time, right?
definitely 100%.
Hawaii time, whatever the hell that is. I'll give them a shout
think
out
that has
because
its
it's
own
even
name,
later
does
than
it?
ours. They're cool, but they don't even get their own name.
Yeah.
That's the scientific fact.
call
But here we have party time.
Yeah,
the
we have
thing
party
is,
time.
CT, and then there's mountain time, and there's a whole bunch of other shit in the middle that I just don't know. I feel for you guys. I don't want to talk shit about it because I understand that nobody ever uses your time as the time. When you're watching Nickelodeon, it'll always say, this time
East
for
Coast, yeah.
Eastern time and this time for Pacific. They don't even talk about you guys. So, you know what? Earlier, we instituted a new thing. It was called the hashtag Sweet Nasty Love from Tim and Nick.
Yeah.
Please, go out of your way right now. Go on social media. And just show some love to anybody you know that's from Central Time. They just need the help right now.
If you know anyone there. Because again, I'm going to drive this joke into the ground. Nobody lives there.
City M says, Tim, you don't understand how time works.
No one does.
Yeah, we do.
No one does.
No one does.
It's all relative.
All relative.
Extremely true.
Kevin, if I'm on the moon looking up at a spaceship and there's a laser, I don't know what time it is.
It's
Relativity.
true. You should just look at your
The
watch.
twins theory.
That's a little bit better.
All right. Moving on from this disaster of a world that we live in. First news story of the day.
Party time. I love it.
Actually, before we get into the news,
Tips?
actually,
Should we read some tips?
let's read this one news story and then we'll get to the tips.
Okay.
The
I'm
Batman
surprised we have tips today. This is
finds
the day.
new director in Matt Reeves. I feel good about today's show.
I feel great
I
about
thought it was
today.
going to be a disaster, and it was a fun disaster.
Always a disaster.
You know?
Yes.
The Batman standalone film has found its new director. God, this movie is just I'd say it's a roller coaster of emotions,
It's not.
but
It's
at this
just-
point, the roller
it's
coaster
just that
kind of
part.
went off the tracks and it just slammed into the ground, but somehow it's still going, and
Yeah.
you're just like, can you just fucking stop?
Stop.
Matt Reeves is in early talks to take over directing duties after Ben Affleck stepped down like a punk-ass bitch from the role. Variety said that. That wasn't me.
Damn.
In late January.
Fuck.
Affleck will star in and produce the Warner Brothers movie. Sources tell Variety that the Cloverfield and War for the Planet of the Apes director has already committed to helming the superhero pick, although a deal isn't done yet. Variety first reported that Reeves was high on the list of directors to replace Affleck, but up until recently, meetings were still being held with other film makers. Hold on, I'm confused about this. So, the headline says finds new director, but the story says they're in talks.
Oh, okay. Well,
So,
they're in talks with Matt Reeves then.
it sounds likely, but it's still not confirmed. Because guess what? This Batman, I was thinking, I wish there'd be another news story next week about who's confirmed to direct this movie. Because I feel like we should talk about it again.
Why
you
not?
know?
Why not? Why not at this point?
They need anything they can get, especially with Marvel coming through and fucking slapping everybody in the face with that Infinity War video documentary thing.
excited.
We don't even need to watch it. I don't want to like get copyright strikes. Have you seen it at all?
No, but I'll watch it later.
They put out like a little vignette about the first shots of Infinity War being shot, and it's just fucking epic seeing Star-Lord, Spider-Man, and Iron Man together. And you're just
so
like,
good.
Spider-Man is British as fuck.
hella British.
Spider-Man?
Yeah.
Yeah, Tom Holland.
Oh, not in the movie though.
No.
I was like, why did they just change his character to British?
In
That's
real
weird.
life, in real life.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Alright.
Don't you know this? Every good actor is British. It's just true.
Everyone in the chat's still talking about.
Central Time? Guys, forget it. Okay, everyone. It was his damn job. I apologize profusely for denigrating people of the Central Time Zone areas. Okay, I apologize. Kevin apologizes also.
I don't fucking apologize. Fuck Central Time
There
people.
you go. It is. It was the fire was almost out. Now it rises.
Let's read some tips.
Let's read some tips. First tip of the day comes from our good friend Mario Not Bro. Says, hello, my dudes. How are the Internet Explorers doing today? I'm sick as a dog and everything hurts. So here's $5. I don't know. I love you guys. P.S. I'm dying. Send help. P.S.S. Bongos. P.S.S.S. Butthole. Well, I'm sorry you're dying. Apparently that's going around. Maybe you ate whatever Greg ate last night. Were you guys in the same restaurant? Did you poison him? Our good friend Miss Movies has given us a tip. It says, Nick, how are you preparing for the Schmodown? Excited to see you soon. I'm going on the Schmodown on Friday. I can't wait. Can't wait to see you. Tim and I have talked about my entrance. It's going to be fun. Other than that, I'm just going to rely on my natural charisma and my misspent youth watching every movie imaginable to try and win.
I can't wait to see your entrance.
It's going to be fun.
It is going to be fun.
It's going to be fun.
It's going to be good. By the way, I'll talk about this tomorrow.
Okay. Fell Down a Well says, since Greg's going to Edmonton, when's the whole game coming to Toronto? Hashtag Fan Expo 2K17? Question mark. We don't know when we're coming to Toronto.
Yeah.
So hopefully soon. I would go to Toronto. I would go to Vancouver. I'd go anywhere in Canada. But, I'm not dating someone from Canada, so I guess that doesn't work out. My wife's from LA, so I'm stuck there.
Yeah.
I know Jen's not from Toronto, by the way. She's from
Holy shit.
There you go. I speak French.
That
Did you know
got way too real. Like, you might have failed Italian, but man, your
Man,
French
I
is
fucking nailed
fantastic.
French. Oui, oui, super balu pulu play. Captain Geach36 says, Tim, enjoying Gamescast. I urge you to try Dark Souls since you're enjoying Neo. You won't get stuck in Neo. What the fuck? You won't get stuck in Neo. You get better as you go. You're good enough, smart enough, and doggone it, people like you. You are. Miss Allie Hart says, happy Australian Valentine's Day, boys. Tim, great to see you again at RTX, you lovely man. Nick, I'm hoping for a Kenny Loggins performance at Kinda Funny Live 3. Much love, Hart. Now, I might sing something by Kenny Loggins at Kinda Funny Live 3, but getting Kenny Loggins to Kinda Funny Live 3 would be, on my level, it would be bigger than anything. That would be amazing.
You guys,
what would you guys do?
You look
if you
so
just
similar. Like, I don't think you guys can both be in the same room at the same time. I'm not convinced that you're not the same person. The thing is, when I look at a picture of him, I think it's you. When I close my eyes and hear you sing, I think it's him.
Yeah.
You know?
It's very confusing, especially confusing in the crotchal area. Whenever you hear both of us say, it's like, what's happening down there?
Joey Noel tweets at me and says, tweets in general, and says, popped into the Kinda Funny morning show just long enough to hear Tim and Nick mention my name. I regret everything.
Yep.
We love you, Joey.
This is your fault, Joey. You wanted this.
You wanted this.
As Kevin Smith once said to us, wise words of wisdom. Remember, you wanted this.
It's very true.
Very true. Gas M Cookie says, Nick, I was outside your window last night listening to you make sweet, sweet love to D. And just when things were getting good, I heard her scream, bongos! And I saw Kevin staring at me from a tree. I hope that's true. I hope that's true. Someone's got to watch me have sex with my wife. She certainly doesn't. Most of the time her eyes are closed. I think they call it sleep. Captain Sloot says, hey guys, my city in NorCal is under mandatory evacuation.
Nick,
Oh shit.
We're not. That was good.
Was it?
That was real. You did good.
We're not gonna go on that one?
Now we can keep going.
All right.
That was good.
What's the Patreon tier for you to take in refugees? Also in need of a burrito.
Damn.
Send help and some sweet nasty love. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear that you're under evacuation. I would like to know why. Is it a gas leak? Is it some sort of...
No, it's the dam.
Oh, shit. Really?
Yeah, big ass dam. They're using like a...
Use your mic.
They're like filtering out the water a different way to lessen the pressure on the dam. And
Okay.
they've never used that spillway before.
Oh, okay. So
they
it's
were
like it's just flooding everything?
We're scared it's gonna... It hasn't flooded.
Okay, you'll be
Last
fine.
I heard, they went back to like, everything's gonna be okay.
Okay, well,
But
good.
it might rain.
Well, I'm glad. We don't want people to be displaced from their homes.
Yeah.
Bentley454 says, Nick, have you ever watched the Starz pirate drama Black Sails? If you haven't, I highly recommend it. It's the Game of Thrones level good, and it's currently in its 4th and final season. I will think about that. Unfortunately, Starz, I don't watch a lot on Starz, but I do want to watch Ash versus the Evil Dead eventually. I don't have Starz. My wife, again, having a war with Comcast Cable where we're not allowed to have anything fun in the house. Dot says, had to do some deep cleaning today. I hate getting numbed. Oh, sorry, he's talking about the dentist. Had to do a deep cleaning today. I hate getting numbed. I hate the dentist. I listened to the podcast to get me through it. Thank you guys for helping me with getting through the dentist.
You're welcome.
I slept through my last dentist appointment because I was throwing up everywhere. And they were like, it was when I got food poisoning. I was supposed to go to the dentist. And as I was getting up to go to the dentist, I just started vomiting everywhere. And that's when I realized I was sick. So I made my wife call in sick to school. I was like, baby, you gotta call. You gotta tell him I can't come in. And she was like, all right, that's weird. So she left him a message. I haven't rescheduled, so my teeth are dirty. Han Solo says, shout out to CeeLo, looking like a goddamn Power Rangers villain last night. If he gets any bigger, we're gonna need some Megazords up. we're gonna need some Megazords up in this bitch. Also, Gaga looking good last night. I did not see Gaga.
I didn't see
night,
Gaga.
but I'm sure she's great. I love Gaga. The Final Death gave us a tip and said, Internet Explorers, love you guys, great show. Nick, I'm so glad you saw John Wick Chapter 2. I feel like it's an action flick you can appreciate like an art film. Everyone needs to see it. I will agree with that. There is actually, as silly as it is to say, there is an actual, there's a lot of artistic integrity in that movie, even though on the surface level, it appears just like a mindless action film. Ben Gibson gave us a tip, says, hey guys, I was just wondering what type of hair products each of you use to fix your hair. Both of you have some impeccable hair technique going on. Spanx. Tim, what do you use?
American Crew.
Oh, god damn, is that Gaga from last night?
Yeah, God damn Gaga. Are we showing the people this, Kev?
No, we're not. Do you want me to?
Let's give the people what they deserve.
I don't. All right.
What? It's not porn. It was on the Grammys. It was on network television last night. If Twitch can't handle that, Twitch can suck it.
Yeah, Twitch really can suck it.
No, guys.
If they can't handle it.
Look at that. Look at that. That's looking good, Gaga. 1-2 punch. I use a product called the Night Rider. I can't remember who makes it. They
Really?
Oh yeah, fuck yeah, it's dope. And also yesterday I had my beard trim, and they put a beard balm in my beard for the first time. And I came home, and my wife was like, she went to kiss me, and she was like, I want to lick your face because it smelled like butterscotch. And I was like, well, it's probably not gonna taste like that. But if you want to lick something, I've got something else for you to lick.
Yeah.
Tastes like butterscotch?
No, it didn't. It was just tastes like balmy. So I was like this.
I meant the other thing.
Oh, you mean my butterscotch stick? My lollipop?
God damn.
I'll take you to the candy shop. I'll let you lick the lollipop. Listened to a lot of Dan Band last weekend for no reason. How do you know Amy Johnston? I have a shrine dedicated to her, JK, but she's awesome.
That's weird.
She went to Kind of Funny Life too. She did Deadpool.
Yes.
Nadine in Uncharted 4. Stunt, I don't know what that is. Scarlett Johansson, I love her. I love you. I love her. Sorry.
Amy Johnson, super, super awesome stunt choreography.
Oh, yeah, we know her. Okay.
She was a
we met her at VidCon,
stunt woman.
Right?
Yeah, we met her at VidCon. We met her at Comic-Con years ago. Her boyfriend, maybe fiance at this point, I don't know, Zach is a best friend. he came to one of our meet and greets with her.
Right.
And she's super awesome. She was a stunt woman backup for Scarlett Johansson in Captain America 2.
Right.
She's super sick. Hold on, Kev. I want to pull up a video to show people how cool she is. Because she's really talented.
Loud. Okay, you do that. I'm going to keep reading tips. Dan ZWKU says, nope, that was the same tip. Sorry, that was Dan. At Gerard the Mart says, hi, Nick and Tim, but mostly Nick. I made a video about Nick through Twitter for the fun clips. It's 7 seconds. Keep up the good work. Also, butthole. Looking at you, Nick. Thank you. Let me see this.
So turn the sound off, Kev. Cool. Now, just go forward in this. So she just does super sick fight things, and you should definitely check her out because she's very talented.
She has great arms. I want arms like that.
But yeah, she did. She was in the audience for Kind of Funny Live too.
God.
Very appreciated. I want to get her on the show one day and talk to her about fighting and being in actual movies.
That's cool.
Like,
we should definitely
there's
get on
the scene in Captain America 2 when Scarlett Johansson, Black Widow, kind of like uses a rope under that bridge and like swings, then like runs. That's her.
Really?
Yeah.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, she's fucking
She looks
sick.
like ScarJo. That's awesome.
Yeah, she's super cool. Anyways, there you go. Go check her out.
Cool, very cool.
Go send her some love. I don't know what her Twitter is, but actually, hold on.
Did I drop the link in the thing?
Yeah, can you drop the link to this, Kev, at the bottom of the scratch pad?
Dying.
I just put her Twitter.
I put her YouTube. All right, whatever. All right.
Kevin's gonna put her Twitter in the chat. We need everybody to go send her love and tell her she's awesome.
Tell her she's a badass. She just snapped that dude's neck.
Yeah, there we go. Cool. Any more tips?
Plenty more tips.
Okay.
I'll keep going through them.
Yeah, let's get through them.
Morning, guys. Just a clip for the fun clip section. Just a few kills done by the boogeyman. This might be a John Wick clip. Kevin, we can copy that in. Mr. Yasman300 gave us a tip and said, if you guys sold the rights to the Kind of Funny biopic, will you contractually obligate them to have a bongo scene? P.S. I think Sean William Scott should play Nick. I agree on all fronts.
No, I'm down.
Unless The Rock wants to play me.
It's not the Pink Ranger, you guys. That's Amy Jo Johnson.
Yeah, don't be fucking racist.
Don't be fucking.
Trias Key 13 says, greetings from Vita Island Prison. Arizona time is the best time zone. In summer, we are in the party time, and in winter, we're hibernating in mountain time. Also, no daylight savings time. He's the unsexiest comedian. That's true. My mother-in-law lives in Arizona. Good time zones there, unlike Central Time, which is just
fucking trash.
Damn,
Utter trash.
Okay.
I saw you queuing up for that. I was like, I'll give Kevin this one. That's
so
it for
we're calling
tips.
tips. We're calling tips.
Calling tips. Oh shit, it's almost 12.
Yeah, man.
Did we do any news stories today?
Yeah, we did.
What did we do today? I blacked out. What happened?
We did.
Did I get the question right?
Oh fuck! Giveaways. Talk to the chat for a sec.
I'm gonna talk to the chat. Actually, Kevin.
Yo, what's up? You want to show this videos?
We're gonna bring up the first of the fun clip section real quick.
Is it this thing? No, it's this
Yes,
one.
it's this. Now this debate keeps raging on. Now you know what side I'm on this. I think pineapple is a perfectly fine thing to put on a piece of pizza.
Dumb.
Right? I think you put a little pineapple, you put maybe some pepperoni, a little Canadian bacon, boom, you got yourself a fucking stellar piece of cold pizza the next morning, right? And that's what they call breakfast pizza because it's got fruit on top of it. Fruit, protein, and a lot of just shitty carbohydrates and sugar equals the American breakfast, right? But you know I love Keanu Reeves. You know I like him more than I probably like myself or anyone sitting in this room right now because of Point Break and a lot of other movies that he did. And he weighed in on this yesterday. Kevin, play the clip. Let's see what he has to say about this. Are we hearing the sound?
Great does pineapple go on pizza question. That is really kind of into the eye of the beholder.
Very Buddhist of you.
Some people like pineapple on pizza, and then there are other people who don't like pineapple on pizza.
I want to just have sex with this man.
I don't like pineapple
What?
on pizza,
Keanu.
but sometimes I do.
Oh, he does sometimes.
Oh, God, what?
He does sometimes. See? It makes it okay. It makes it okay.
That's not how that works.
There we go.
So,
You guys should actually watch this. He answered a lot of questions about John Wick and John Wick 2. It should be a pretty cool video.
Kev,
Yo.
I did the boop bop beep beep stuff.
No,
and
come on.
We did the
fucking
giveaway.
Do it right.
Do
Let me
it.
do it. Ready?
Yeah.
Beep boop bop boop 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 beep boop bop boop.
Cool. Now we have a giveaway winner. Every day here on Kind of Funny Morning Show, we give away a video game. Today we are giving away Super Gun World 2. The ways to win, you can either be in the chat, or you can be a sub on Twitch, or you can support at $2 or above on either the Patreons. 4 chances to win. If you do all 4, you get 4 chances to win. Today's winner is Meerkat321 from in the chat.
There you go.
You won Super Gun World 2, Meerkat321.
Beautiful.
Boo, 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 boo.
Oh, God. Sorry.
From in the chat. Congrats.
Trailer.
Congrats. What else we got today? We're now entering the fun clips section.
Are we in fun clips?
If we haven't already.
Cool. So we're gonna go. We don't want to watch the Ghost in the Shell trailer.
No, that stuff we're gonna have to save for.
That's fine. Well, everyone go back and watch
time.
that. Fun clips. We watched the first fun clip, which was Keanu Reeves answering the most important question of all.
Yes.
Yes, pineapple
Yes.
can go on pizza. Everyone can shut the fuck up.
So, Kev, you got the next one prepped?
Yep.
What is this, Nick?
I don't know.
Give us some.
This was. I don't know what this is. Hold on. Oh, this is just a fun clip that someone sent me on Twitter of them enjoying, I guess, something from Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Is that what it is, Kevin?
Yep.
There you go. Let's play it.
Wait.
So as you guys all know, I love singing. I love singing into a camera. This guy's right after my own heart.
Did he do this for you? Did he make it for you?
It says fun clips. Happy Wednesday.
I hope he made it. I hope he made it.
I hope so. I don't know.
It's Dub Smash.
Yeah, but like,
Why wouldn't he have?
He made the dub smash, and he didn't just go and dub smash and
I don't
find
think
someone else
so.
doing it.
Oh, maybe.
Someone else's name.
Yeah.
That looks like him right there. If you go down
On
in
the
the
horse?
mustache.
Oh, the cat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cats with mustaches. Are you out of your mind? No.
That,
I don't know.
Definitely not him.
No, definitely not him.
Dude, what's going on with that horse's hat? It's got a
I
little
guess that was just
ear.
a fun clip for the fun
Alright.
clip section. It gets
There
a
we
little
go.
murky. What
so
else do we have?
the next fun clip was just DM'd to me by Andy Cortez, Maximum Cortez on the
I
internet.
never heard of him.
Sweet Andy?
Andy from Rooster Teeth.
Don't know him.
Yeah. So
Son of a bitch.
is this what he sent?
Loves that
I
sentence.
think this is what he sent.
Where is it?
Wait.
He did me too. Hold on. Let me.
Hold on. That's not what he sent, Kev.
Where is it?
That's it. We can watch this real quick while you guys are looking for that. This was given to us over on for the tips.
Ready?
Kevin, go for it. Let me see it. This is why you should love it. All right. I thought that was like a compilation of kills.
No, it looks like just the one.
Kev,
Yo.
I just put a Twitter link.
Okay, great. Give me a second.
Day man.
No.
So, yeah, Andy Cortez sent this.
Yo!
Wait, hold on. I need to resize.
So, here's the thing, guys. We got to put bets in the chat. Do you think this video is going to make Nick audibly laugh or not?
All right.
Because my money's on yes, just seeing this.
All right.
Alright, ready?
Yeah. Let me see it.
Who the f is this? Who you know here, man? Who you know here? You know, just taking out the trash. It's bright outside. Yo! Who is you, man? Yo, who is you? Hey, who is? This is the second time I seen this car pass, bro. Who is this nigga, bro? B, who is you, dog? Who the f is that? Yo! My mans, what the f you doing?
Oh my God. Thank you for this,
Yo, let me
Andy.
get 5 on the. My mans, you got a job? Check this one? Yeah. Dang, man. My mans, what is you doing?
Great. Thank you for that. That
Here's
was
the thing, we're
amazing.
so close to the end.
Okay.
I
You
just
just want to keep going? Let's see this.
Yo, who is you?
Good job, Andy.
Thank you, Andy.
See, that's what fun clips are all
Yeah,
about.
that's what it's supposed to be.
You
Cute
know?
dogs dressed as gangsters. Thug life.
Everybody send that to Greg Miller.
Everyone, right now.
Thoughts and
Don't
prayers.
just send it once. Send it all day to him.
My God.
Make sure he has
Let's
it.
not. That
because
seems
he
like
needs
going
it.
too far.
No. No, Kevin, because a long time ago, Greg used to have fun. He used to know what fun was. And the travel schedule and the burden of being Greg Miller and the giant weight of that fucking ego has crushed his soul.
Look, I'm just
and
saying.
he needs to know what fun is. We don't do this job because it's a public service for people, okay? We do this job because it's fun, because it's entertaining. Because sometimes we like to give people something they don't need or want. Us. We're not like water or energy or electricity or wind.
No.
No, we're not into that shit.
Oh, shit. Can we make that the title of this episode? We're not wind?
We're definitely not wind.
All right.
What else? What else
So
you got?
we're now just in the final. We're talking to the chat moments of the show.
Oh, and okay. So we're gonna do. I like Colin's implementation of 3 and 3. Should we do that?
The 3 and 3.
3 and 3. They call it 3 and 3. I like that. So three
from
unsubbed,
the chat,
3 subs.
3 from the sub chat. Let's fucking go. The whose man is this? Is hilarious.
It's pretty amazing. My only critique with that is that I want to see the dog more. He always cuts away right when you see the dog.
But it's because the glass is probably about to fall off.
That's why it's funny. First, I just like dogs. Man, there's a show on Netflix called Puppies. It's just a bunch of episodes of cute puppies.
That's fucking fantastic. Peanut423 says, I miss the old Greggy. Straight from the go, Greggy. Left on the show, Greggy. I miss him too. Peanut, I miss him too.
I did.
That's a Kanye reference, and I appreciate it.
Your only god is me, says #fun clips. Nick, this is you. Ty Dillinger is a surprise Royal Rumble match entrant. Royal Rumble 2017. He didn't give a link there, though, so.
Yeah, so.
I'll just look up Ty Dillinger real quick.
No, don't do it. That's something that'll definitely get.
All right, let's move on.
Get them clicks. We're not in sub only yet, guys. We're not in sub only yet. Richard Draken says, Nick, are you still playing Hitman? What's your favorite kill so far?
I am. I think I just got past Marrakesh. That was actually really fun. But I think my favorite kill still was in Sapezia. I think that's what it's called, right? Sapezia? The Italian level where I got to kick the dude off a fucking cliff. That was fun. I just like killing Italian guys.
Pizza is how it's pronounced.
Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize.
The pizza kill.
The pizza kill.
What happened to Greg?
I did. Pizza guy, yeah, Greg. Pachi's finally. Isn't that just sweet irony too?
Yeah.
The thing he likes the most is the thing that almost killed him. It would have been even. The only thing that would have been more coincidental and ironic is if he almost choked on a chicken
wing or PlayStation.
Yeah, a PlayStation actually came alive and strangled him to death with the that stupid fucking charge cord that I have to use every goddamn 5 minutes. Was that 3?
Ryan Santilli says, Tim, how often do you get your hair cut? In a perfect world, it would be every 2 weeks. Mm-hmm. In the world that we live in, it really depends on what convention I'm going to.
Yeah. I would like to do mine every 2 weeks. It would be nice to go in there and do a cleanup on it 2 weeks, but that's a little hard to do. All right.
Steven Sargent says, Tim, you get any farther in Neo? You start getting good? Did not start getting good. Got a little bit farther. Man,
Sapienza, thank you.
That game's hard as fuck.
Are we in sub-only mode chat?
Let's get into sub-only mode chat. Nick, cue it up.
I'll put it in there.
Is there a noise associated?
Goo goo bee boo goo goo boo boo.
There we go.
Goo goo boo boo.
Uglyfoot says, is food poisoning a regular thing in Cali? Seems like you guys get it a lot. Never had food poisoning in my life. I don't know. I never had it either until last week. That was fucking shitty.
Tiger says, good job, Nick.
But at least
I was able to put us in sub-only mode chat, I think. Let's try it again. Subs.
Calpog says, Tim, do you think we will get a direct going over the user interface, eShop, etc. before March 3rd? I don't know. I assumed that they would have announced another direct by now to talk about that type of stuff, but I wouldn't be surprised if they kind of just get the system out there and then start talking about all that shit afterwards, because I mean they're gonna sell out day one anyways. So it's like, I almost feel like at this point it's a wasted effort to try to convince other people to buy it. Right now, you know, you gotta wait until there's more in stock and then you hook them.
Yeah, then you get them. Let's see.
Josh Dollar says, what are your thoughts on eggs on burgers? I'm a big fan.
Oh, fuck yeah.
But not all the time. It's not like, that's definitely like it's like a pineapple on pizza type of situation.
Yeah.
Where it's just
sometimes.
like, I mean, I'm not gonna, when I think pizza, I don't think a pineapple pizza. When I think burger, I don't think egg on a burger. But it's like, get an egg on a burger, you ain't a crazy person. Mm-hmm. You're switching it up.
Mm-hmm. Kai I spit all over the place. Kai Soko says, Nick, thoughts on the controversial result of the Holly Holm fight? I did not watch the fight, unfortunately. I know she lost, unfortunately, but I don't know. It went to the decision, right? I think, yeah. Don't let it go to the judges. That's what they always say.
Luker8125 says, Tim, what color Switch do you have pre-ordered? Also, any updates on the Nick, Tim, and Kev Nintendo podcast? The updates on the podcast are that's not happening.
Whose idea was that?
People keep talking about it. They want it. And I'm
They
like,
want
that's,
you, me, and Kevin to do a Nintendo podcast.
Yeah.
You realize every week I would have nothing to say because I would not have played a Nintendo game.
Yeah, I mean,
I haven't
yeah,
played a Nintendo game probably, I shit you not, in 5 years. No, Smash. I've played Smash. That's not true.
Okay, and then what color? I have the normal, the gray Switch pre-ordered, but I also have the blue and blue Joy-Cons pre-ordered because I wanted blue and blue. I don't want no freaking neon switch up. What the hell is that?
I like that.
I do not appreciate that.
Zombie-
G Hornet says, that's a dumb argument, Tim. There's no excuse for not talking about this stuff. I don't know what he's talking about.
Nobody knows. The
Got
chat's
you,
gone.
though. Got you.
Zombie Roll says, Nick, can we get a Let's Play of Hitman?
Yeah.
I'd like to do that, actually. We'll figure that out. I think it'd be fun. Watching me play Hitman probably is, that'll be entertaining, for sure. I'm entertained by it, and I don't even get to see myself. It's truth.
So, that's it. The show is over.
All right.
Did we miss anything? Subs.
Subs.
Subs and resubs.
I will read the subs and resubs. If I read your name, you are a sub or resub, and we very much thank you for that. Remember, if you are an Amazon Prime subscriber, get one free Twitch channel to subscribe to, and you can use that on us if you want to completely and totally waste it. If not, we completely understand. Starting off, let me read
Turn
from
sub mode off,
the
please.
beginning here. Z-Rank91, Oni Fobs, Brisk E7926 that you have subscribed. SoCal Native 3 has subscribed. No, SoCal Native with the 3 is the E. You got me on that one, motherfucker. Blake Davis, love you guys.
Glock Guy 1926 brings up a good point. When has, quote, having nothing to say ever stopped Nick?
Fair enough. Fair enough. Blake Davis says, love you guys and what you do as well as everything Kind of Funny has become. We love you too. Thank you very much for your awesome support for the last 3 months. What Up With It says, keep fucking that chicken. Fell Down Well says, Clipsies. Eternal Echoes 5 has subscribed. Zosam32 for the subscribe for the last 26 months. Thank you so much for that. Chi-Town Champion, 22 months. Ace Trainer Saint just subscribed. Phoenix 8387 says, it's Internet Explorers Day. We're like, fuck yeah. Shaved My Balls and Rectum has subscribed for the last 3 months. Love that name. Thank you for that. The Conductor 23. Apollo Jeeves. G Chicago Bears says, what are the chances Greg is faking it and is deep inside a love-making marathon right now? I know, I've done it. 50-50, I would assume.
50-50.
Yeah, I mean, Greg likes some deep dicking, I'm not going to lie. Kinda Renzi has subscribed for the last 21 months. Thank you, sir, for that. Houston Z says,
my dude.
Twitch Prime fudged my numbers of subs months. Twitch Prime fudged my number of subbed months, but I love you guys.
We
love you all the same,
Man.
and we know you, and we got you here. We're keeping an eye on you, especially at night when you think no one's watching, and you bring up that real nasty porno, and that's what makes you real. WizKid75 is subscribed. Says, Internet Explorer, it's great to see you guys. More and more on the morning show. Beer's looking on point. Tibbs3 is subscribed. I Lost My Shoes 86. Vits Patel. Kishan _S. Fatman 001. Wilson K3031. Fargo Brady 45 is subscribed and says, trying to hide some cash to come to Kind of Funny Live 3 and tell my wife I have a conference in San Francisco that weekend. Love you guys. We'll be announcing those dates very soon, by the way. Robert Johnson Davison has subscribed. DM Guerrero has subscribed. Nutty McCluddy has subscribed.
Nutty McCluddy.
Marcellus Wallace, Dirt 410. Brian McBride 13 has subscribed for the last 22 months. Says, here's some hot nasty love for 22 months of subbing. We love you back. S Sing HG has subscribed. EJ Near, Base Stealer, Kumail H has subscribed with just a little heart. He loves us. X-Wing V Manx has subscribed with a clip. Kevin, if you want to throw that in, we can see what that looks like if we have time for it. It's a Starburst commercial. We don't have time for that. Love, where'd I go? I lost it. I have too many fucking tabs open again. Spacetime Dave has subscribed for the last 26 months. Says, Tim, any chance you showed Colin the mixtape on Facebook? I know he doesn't frequent Facebook much, but I thought he'd enjoy that track list.
I did not.
Nerd901 says, Kevin, you hate my time zone, but here is some sweet nasty love. Have a good day. Oh, Kevin, he sent you some love. Anyway, even though you shit on his time zone.
It's a shitty time zone.
Glock Guy 1926 says, we are the music makers and we are the dreamers of dreams. We are indeed.
It's true.
Xlee _co subscribed for the last 5 months. ShoeXDC has subscribed and says, can we talk about how Nick put radio on the internet? We can. Can indeed. La Bubblegum has subscribed. Josh or Chater has subscribed. Jesus Christ, maybe a lot of subs today. G Hornet says, Hail Colin. Hail Colin. TCav 10. Mick Carsey. Panzer Gaming. I am Ellen Nicholson. Ellie Nicholson says, by the way, it is I am Ellie Nicholson by 5 months already, but this is insane. Just bought myself a PS Pro. Should I have? I don't know, but I did. You did. Don't look back on looking back on the past is silly.
It's
Just
so
keep going
silly.
forward.
Too
The PS Pro is
silly.
awesome. Why not? Warren Regulator subscribes as Internet Explorer for 2020. I assume he means we should run for co-president of the United States of America.
True.
I'm 100% down for that if
Yes.
you are. I know you are. Astro_DK has subscribed. Tony Tuna has subscribed. Charming Tame says bongos, and our last subscriber for today is AJ Meadows. Thank you so much, everyone,
AJ
for coming out
Meadows. Up,
and showing your support with a subscription, I should say,
We'll see you guys.
at the movies. No, that's not our tagline.
No.
Are you on tomorrow? Or am I on tomorrow? I think I'm on tomorrow.
Me and Greg tomorrow.
Okay, well,
Like,
Yeah, cut the feet.
Kevin.